We want to talk about a topic that is heavy. It's called, I would say it narcissism or narcissistic behavior. And if you're watching our channels, if you're relating to the information that me and Donny are giving out, you're most often more empathetic. You're intuitive. You're let's say in tune to the energies, and you're sensitive as a person on this planet. This very often means that you can attract people into your life that are more controlling, manipulating. They want to get energy. They want to get that juice from you. They want to get that juice out of you. Yeah. Do you want to say? Oh no. Okay.
Well, I mean, the thing is that when I think about South Node, Scorpio, lunar eclipse, Britney Spears, the song Toxic comes up a lot. And I think all of us, in some way, shape, or form, are exposed to like what has been going on for the bulk of me, which is that Johnny Depp and, the ex-wife trial. And I'm sure that all of us identify with some facets of the psyche of Johnny Depp and also the ex-wife, which is Miss Heard. One thing about her that's being brought up time and time again, which are converted into memes or, very laughable TikTok stuff like that, is that she's being painted as a narcissist. But more importantly, one important trait of a narcissist is that they are very skillful and masterful in the art of gaslighting. So what is actually gaslighting? Gaslighting is actually the action of overwriting another person's reality and making them feel as if their reactions, their framework, and their experience is somehow less real than everyone else's. And gaslighting works like this. You feel as if you're not allowed to express love unless someone else defines the relationship that exists between the two of you on their terms, not yours. And in that process, making your love function feel small in order to feel or to fit whatever box that they have. So if I were to talk about astrological symbols, the planets Mars, Saturn, and Neptune working together, and then the natural signs that they rule, which are Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, and Capricorn. To a certain extent, Aquarius. Somehow all of these things will have to sink into the picture. And for someone who's got that combination, in which I have personally, you can be the one doing the gaslighting or the recipient of such energy. I would say from my life experience thus far, it's mostly coming to me as in like you are being edged to the max, and then when you explode, and then whoever that's the narcissist will come and say, oh, you are exactly that piece of little turd that I think you are. And they have succeeded in their gaslighting. And if I were to bring it back to Miss Heard's chart, Johnny Depp's ex-partner, she's got Mars and Neptune in the sign ruled by Saturn, which is Capricorn, in hard aspects, squares, to both Moon and Mercury. And Mercury is in the sign of Aries, which is a Mars root sign. And so definitely a gaslighter for Johnny. And in her chart, the sign of Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and her Saturn is in a sign of Sagittarius, a Jupiter root chart. Anything that's Jupiter related, it is very much inflationary. So she can really just keep inflating, gaslight, and everything just go off the charts. And this can be, I would not say too much, but people can look for what is social media talking about her, mostly. I guess I shall end it there. And if I were to go one step further in her chart, the planet that rules over that Saturn is Jupiter, and her Jupiter is in its home sign in Pisces. So even more inflation. So you can see how everything just kind of builds and builds and builds, and just like a, you know, like a mushroom cloud, you know what I mean? And everything just kind of went off the charts. And that's how she actually behaved in court, you know, when she was cross-examined or giving her testimonial, like just kind of everything is just bigger than life, bigger than life. And, you know, I find it amusing that, you know, without even knowing her chart, because she doesn't have a reliable time, I managed to use her behavior in court to rectify her chart. And I think I've hit the nail on things, in which I'll share in a different video. So Ian, do you have anything to add? Maybe we can change, or maybe we can convert. I think convert is the is the better term. We can even convert this into a series.
I think this is one of the things I wanted to say to you people out there listening. Me and Donny are discussing, because we've been discussing this actually maybe, I don't know, maybe a year. Should we do it, you know? And we are discussing putting this kind of energy, narcissistic energy, gaslighting energy together with astrology, you know, talking about aspects, talking about charts, talking about examples, obviously how you can help yourself as well.
I have a title. Do you want to hear it?
Of course.
Empaths and your narcissist. I think that can be the title of the series.
Yeah. And guys, let us know in the comments below if you're interested in that energy or that type of a series, because we're planning on doing so. I want to say a couple of things as well. For me, one of the biggest aspects that you need to also look out for is Mars square or opposition Neptune. So this is a weird one, can make a person, well, say, or, you know, receive even things that are not true about them, and they're manipulated very aggressively in a sense, and the person can feel at first even like they're to blame for these things that they're being blamed for. But after, you know, introspection, after reflection, they start to understand, okay, so I haven't done any of this actually. I haven't, you know, the blame isn't on us or me. And then, you know, you can start to see where it's coming from the other person, what the other person is actually doing. Look out for that, and we're going to be bringing more obviously in that series. But guys, I wanted to bring immediately some of the things, because we're right in the thick of the thing where really everybody can experience, with your family, with your spouse, with your workmates, with you know, the society at large. You know, like Donny said, we're like the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing is kind of like a very public display of what is actually happening in our psyches, in our society, in our consciousness on a deeper suppressed level. And now Scorpio South Node excreting, bringing it all to the surface. And I want to mention a little bit about Pluto retrograde, because Pluto just went into retrograde, and now even more of that is, you know, excreting out. And I put together a very, let's say, kind of like a rapid fire. If you've watched our videos, you know I do these rapid fires in our videos, what to do and what not to do in these situations. Let's say you are in the situation of a person trying to manipulate, trying to control you, or, you know, expressing these narcissistic tendencies. Now, one of the first things that you need to do is start to see the energy building up. The mind wants to deny that the things are happening, but you need to be vigilant and aware of observing what is happening actually, what this person is doing and how are they interacting. Start putting the pieces together. Start feeling the energy building up. You can see obviously the eclipses and everything will help. Now, the second, I think, is one of the most important parts. Take stock of where you are with them in every sense of the word. Now, what I mean by this, do they have control over you emotionally? Do they have control over you financially or practically? This is even more important in a sense, because they very often this person tries to weave their way into your life and experience to have that control over you. And finances, money, material, practical possessions, of course, unfortunately, in some extreme examples, children are the case as well.